Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Betting Insights. I am Timothy alongside Sergio. Sergio, welcome.
Hey everybody.
Yes, go ahead, smash the like button. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. As you know, we are giving out picks and leans for 5 different club competitions across Europe: Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, Premier League, and Eredivisie. We will get to all picks and leans for the upcoming weekend in just a minute. But first, quick recap of last week. We gave out 6 best bets each, and we both went 3-3. So not bad, but not great. No profit. Any takeaways, Sergio?
No, we just try a little bit better this weekend.
But we did have some other great picks, and I have to give you credit for one, Sergio. I did not see that one coming. Vitesse winning against Excelsior, very high odd. That one was a good one.
Yes, I know because I told you they couldn't keep losing, and their game was getting a little bit better. So I just knew that the win had to come.
Yes. And of course, there were some other great picks among those, but let's look to have a better weekend in terms of best bets. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. Today, we are starting with La Liga. First game on the schedule, Celta hosting Almeria. Celta wins set at 1.86. Almeria wins set at 4.5. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, Celta almost got a win last time out, conceding in the dying seconds against Cadiz. They have lost 4 straight at home, but host a team that has lost 8 out of the last 9 on the road. The other one was a draw. Almeria picking up some good results of late. A draw against Bilbao, Girona, and Atletico Madrid, but those were all at home. They're awful on the road, so I'm taking Celta for a win here. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yes, you just have to go for the 1.86 here. Celta's playing at home, and for me, yeah, the better team out of the bottom three. So,
Yeah.
so, so yes, just a Celta win. They have to win this one.
Yeah, you have to take Celta in the spot. We agreed there. All right, let's get to the next game. Sevilla hosting Real Sociedad. Sevilla wins set at 2.6. Real Sociedad wins set at 3.15. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, for me, this is not an interesting game, especially how these teams are playing. The only thing I'm looking at is the under 2.5 goals. Sociedad is still the better team here, but has won 1 out of the last 5 games. Sevilla still just above the drop zone. They need points. I think this will be very low scoring. 1 out of the last 5 Sevilla games has seen more than 2 goals, and Sociedad has not scored more than once in 8 games. So I'm looking at the under 2.5 here. Other than that, I'm not doing anything here. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, Real Sociedad a little bit disappointing. Yeah, the last, like I said, I think 5, 6 games were really disappointing, especially the 2 last ones. So yeah, Real Sociedad not in great form. So I'm more looking at the draw here. I'm also not seeing Sevilla winning, so maybe a draw.
Yeah, I agree with you. It could very well be a draw, and I think a low scoring draw, which is why I'm looking at the under 2.5, but not great value. So maybe take a draw. I can see either one of these teams winning the game. I agree with you. All right, let's get to the next game. Rayo hosting Cadiz. Rayo wins set at 1.8. Cadiz wins set at 5.3. Line for total goals again, 2.5. Now, Rayo, somewhat heavy favorite at 1.8 versus 5.3. I don't think they're that much better than Cadiz. Rayo has not won in 8 games and Cadiz not in 15. Cadiz has not won on the road yet, while Rayo's last home win was in September last year. So neither team can really score. So I'm looking again at the under 2.5. Or are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, no, for me not. This is really not the interesting game. It feels like a ticking bomb or something. If you touch one of them, it'll
uh,
explode.
all right. Let's get to the next game. Getafe hosting Las Palmas. Getafe wins set at 2.04. Las Palmas wins set at 4.3. Line for total goals 1.5. So I guess I have to take the over 1.5 here, but not very confident in either one of these teams. Neither is in form, and the teams are very close to each other. So not really doing anything here. Are you doing something, Sergio?
I'm leaning more towards Getafe, and only because they're playing at home, and I think Las Palmas. I think they're a little bit, I don't know, too high in the rankings for just being Las Palmas. So for that, I'm leaning more towards Getafe to win this one.
Yeah, but they have been playing very well. Although going on the road against Getafe, Getafe is pretty solid at home overall. So I understand why you would lean towards Getafe. All right, next game, Valencia hosting Real Madrid. Valencia wins set at 5.3. Real Madrid wins set at 1.71. Line for total goal set at 2.5. And I like the over 2.5 here. Real Madrid, obviously the better team, but Valencia won 2 out of the last 3 home games against Real Madrid. So can they make it 3 out of 4?
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I would actually go for a double chance here for Valencia. Yeah, because Real, mm, you never know, and playing against Valencia away, yeah, not one of the easiest games. So yeah, I'm I'm leaning more towards double chance for Valencia.
All right, that's not a bad bet. I'm looking at the over 2.5. Now Valencia, somewhat solid at home, so they can trouble Real, but obviously Real's the better team. So if you're gonna do something with Valencia, just sprinkle something on it. Don't go too heavy. But double chance, not a bad play. I agree. All right, next game, Villarreal hosting Granada. Villarreal wins set at 1.67. Granada wins set at 5.2. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, this line came down. It actually opened at over 1.7 for Villarreal, and I locked it in at over 1.7. One of my best bets for the weekend. Not great value, but it's a bet I really like. Villarreal undefeated in the last 5. Granada just 2 wins on the season, both at home and only 2 points on the road this season. So you have to take Villarreal here, right?
Yeah. Granada number 19 in the league. So yeah, Villarreal, this is a chance for them to climb a little bit up the table, get the
Yeah.
3 points. Yeah.
Yeah, so not great value. I locked it in at over 1.7. Now it came down to 1.67. Still not bad value, not great, but good value against such a poor road team in Granada. All right, next game, Atletico Madrid hosting Real Betis. Atletico Madrid wins set at 1.57. Real Betis wins set at 6.1. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, Atletico just 1 loss at home on the season and 1 draw. So the other ones are all wins. So obviously they're very good at home. Real Betis can trouble them, but with such a good home form, I question if Real Betis can do anything here. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, and especially not because of the last 2 games Atletico Madrid played, lost one and a draw against Almeria I think was a little bit, yeah, they weren't expecting that. So yeah, I'm going for Atletico Madrid win.
But
Uh,
something to keep an eye on. Atletico Madrid is playing in the Copa del Rey tonight against Athletic Bilbao. Actually, that game is going on right now. Atletico Madrid is behind 1-0. So maybe if the game goes into overtime, the players might be a little bit tired. Real Betis can take advantage of that. Still, I guess you have to take Atletico Madrid at home, but it's something to keep an eye on, right?
yeah, and also yeah, Betis an impressive win last weekend against Bilbao. So I don't think they'll have two of these games, 2 games after each other. So no, that's why I'm just going for Atletico.
All right. I would keep an eye on the game of for tonight against Athletic Bilbao, and if crazy things happens, the game goes into extra time, might then sprinkle something on Real Betis. All right, let's get to the next game. Mallorca hosting Girona. Mallorca wins set at 3.4. Girona wins set at 2.28. Line for total goal set at 2.5. And this is also a game where I like the over 2.5, and I also like Girona to win this game. Girona, their form had been dipping over the last couple of games, but they picked up a good win last time out. And I think Mallorca is a perfect opponent for them to get their second win in a row. Mallorca played overtime against Sociedad in the Copa del Rey, so bad spot for them here. Are you doing something here, Sergio?
Yes, of course. Girona, one of my best bets this weekend. I love the odds, and yeah, I play against Mallorca, number 16. So, so it's a win. Yeah, has to come for Girona this time.
All right, you jumped the gun here because I also have Girona as one of my best bets, and I was saving that one. But all right, we're in lockstep there. I like Girona really to win this game. All right, next game, Athletic Bilbao hosting Barcelona. Athletic Bilbao wins set at 2.75. Barcelona wins set at 2.55. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, like I mentioned earlier, Athletic Bilbao playing right now against Atletico Madrid, so keep an eye on that game. But other than that, I guess you have to take Bilbao in this spot. They're very good at home, and Barcelona is as vulnerable as they have been in maybe what 10, 12 years.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, even maybe even worse.
Yeah, maybe even
Worse.
15 and 15, 18 years, right?
Yes, yes, I think like that, something like that. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm taking Athletic Bilbao here for a win, but still keeping an eye on the game for tonight against Atletico Madrid.
Yes, but still, out of the two, and then I mean Atletico Madrid and Athletic Bilbao, both playing tonight, and maybe I'm still going for Atletico Madrid, and I'm sure that we'll win. But Athletic Bilbao,
There
not
be
so much.
uh,
Yeah, but this one's a stay away from me. I just feel a draw coming up or something.
as you speak, Athletic Bilbao just scored their second goal.
Oh,
So so and, they're up to
so
nothing against Atletico Madrid. So I won't have too many high hopes for Atletico Madrid coming back in this game.
no, no, they won't be coming back. So I think that against that they will definitely try to win against Real Betis at home. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, next game, Osasuna hosting Alaves. Osasuna wins set at 2.38. Alaves wins set at 3.4. Line for total goal set at 2.5. I don't have a bet in this game. I'm skipping this game. Not interesting for me. I can very well see a draw. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, no, I'm following you on this one. I had the same idea.
All right. That wraps up La Liga. Let's get to Serie A. First game on the schedule. Lazio hosting AC Milan. Lazio wins set at 3.5. AC Milan wins set at 2.2. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now listen, Lazio, they have been good at home over the last couple of games, but I still like AC Milan in this spot. Lazio gave up a lead against Fiorentina last time out, and they deserve to lose. Only one shot on target. Now Milan picked up a draw against a Atalanta team, but that was a rough week playing in Europa League 2 days prior. So now roughly 5 days rest against a struggling Lazio. I can see AC Milan winning this game. Like I said, Lazio has been good at home, only 2 losses in the last 17 games, but AC Milan, they should snap their 3-game winless streak here, right?
Mm, no, I don't think so.
No, you don't think so?
I'm
All right, you're going
no,
the
no,
other
no,
way.
no, no. I'm leaning more towards Lazio Milan. It's not. They're not that good, and away. I think they'll have a little bit problems with Lazio. These teams are always a little bit extra motivated when they're playing against bigger teams. So no, and the odds are very interesting. So
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
all those put together, I'm just going for the Lazio to win this one.
I agree with you that the odds for Lazio are very interesting, 3.5, but man, I'm still going with AC Milan on this one, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. All
Yeah, we'll
right.
talk again next week then.
All right.
For this one.
Next game, Udinese hosting Salernitana. Udinese wins set at 1.7. Salernitana wins set at 5.4. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, this is also a game I won't be betting. I can see Udinese winning this game just because Salernitana is so bad. They're just awful. But Udinese not great also. So I won't waste my money on this one. I would just skip this game. Are you doing something, Sergio?
No, also gonna skip it there, and also a draw seems to be really close here. So
All right. Next game, Monza hosting Roma. Monza wins set at 3.85. Roma wins set at 2.02. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, we both said that Roma firing Mourinho was a mistake. But listen, man, numbers don't lie. De Rossi is doing a great job. Roma is playing very well. Only game they've lost under him it was against Inter. And listen, man, Inter is just the best team in the Serie A, and they even gave Inter some trouble. So listen, they will drop points at some point. But listen, I have to take Roma in this spot. What are you doing, Sergio?
yeah, they're. I would say that that their confidence is back. You know, they're up to the next stage. I think what is it, the quarterfinals of the Europa League.
Yes.
So yeah, the confidence is definitely back, and away against Monza, yeah, of course, the 3 points are closer to Roma, and very interesting odds. So Roma also one of my best bets this weekend.
All right.
So yeah, going for a Roma win.
Great bet. Great bet. All right. Next game, Torino hosting Fiorentina. Torino wins set at 2.55. Fiorentina wins set at 3.1. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, Fiorentina lost 4 of the last 5 on the road and failed to score in 3. Torino, 2 straight losses overall. Last couple of games, solid at home, but I still don't really trust them. And also don't trust Fiorentina, so I could see a draw here. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, small lean towards Fiorentina, but still, still, I think you're right. This one is it's too difficult and close to call. So yeah, I'm also gonna skip this one.
Yeah, and you're leaning towards Fiorentina. I would lean more towards Torino because they're at home. Fiorentina hasn't been great on the road. Now
Yeah,
they, they
definitely.
they did pick up some confidence beating Lazio and they played very well, but then again, that was at home.
Yeah, and or maybe a lucky over 2.5, but uh, still, that's also asking a
Yeah,
little bit too much, I think.
yeah, maybe a long shot. All right, next game, Hellas Verona hosting Sassuolo. Verona wins set at 2.35. Sassuolo wins set at 3.1. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, Sassuolo just got smashed by Napoli 6-1. And Napoli isn't playing great at the moment. So it just tells you how awful Sassuolo is at the moment. But obviously, Verona not much better. They are playing at home, so slight lean. But I would rather play the over 2.5 goals here because I can see goals in this game. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yes, I would agree with you. The over 2.5 seems better than a win for either of them. So yeah, no, over 2.5 seems like a good bet.
All right. Next game, Frosinone hosting Lecce. Frosinone wins set at 2.23. Lecce wins set at 3.3. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, Lecce gave up 10 goals in the last 3 games and Frosinone 11 goals. So I'm taking the over 2.5. Other than that, I'm not doing anything. Are you doing something, Sergio?
No, no, you're right. This one is the same as Hellas against Sassuolo. So yeah, over 2.5 seems fair.
Yeah, but this is just crazy, taking the over 2.5 on an Serie A games. Like they're known for defense, but these teams are just god awful at defending, man.
Yeah, so let's hope that that their strikers do something with that. So.
All right, let's get to the next game. Empoli hosting Cagliari. Empoli wins set at 2.17. Cagliari wins set at 3.55. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, Empoli has rounded into form while Cagliari still struggles. Overall, Empoli is not much better, but They are playing better at the moment, which is why I'm leaning towards Empoli, but still hard to trust them. But if I have to trust one in this spot, I'm trusting Empoli, not Cagliari. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, definitely Empoli, and they haven't lost in the last 6 games, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, and playing against Cagliari, yeah, I think Cagliari's number 17 or something.
yeah, they're very, very low.
So yeah, very low. So yes, I'm going for the Empoli to win this one, and the odds seem very interesting. Look, Cagliari number 19.
Even worse.
There you go. Empoli 13. So yeah, okay. The difference is not that big. It's only 5 points. Yeah, but still, Empoli seems to be in better form, playing at home. So yeah, I'm going for the Empoli.
Yeah, like I said, overall, Empoli is not much better. Also, if you look in terms of goal difference, but they're just playing better at the moment. So if you have to trust one, you have to trust Empoli in this spot. All right, next game, Atalanta hosting Bologna. Atalanta wins set at 1.94. Bologna wins set at 4.2. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, Atalanta, also a team that got smashed in midweek by Inter, but don't take too much out of that game. Inter beats everybody. Okay, Inter is
Yes,
just
and yeah, they're used to smashing their opponents. So
yeah, Inter's just great, man. Inter is playing
yeah.
very well. So now Atalanta returns home against the Bologna team that's also solid, but Atalanta, they should continue their good streak. The game against Inter notwithstanding. So I would go for a Atalanta win here. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, but only because they're playing at home. I still think Bologna is 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 the is the better team for some reason. I think they still play a little bit better. And yeah, Atalanta. I don't hope that smashing against Inter, would stay on their minds. So,
Yeah.
but now they're playing at home, so maybe Atalanta.
Yeah, they're playing at home where they have won 8 straight. So I can see this being 9. And Bologna, if you look at the road record, they won 1 out of the last 5. Was an impressive one against Lazio, but still they lost against Udinese, lost against Cagliari. So some pretty horrible road performances. So I would go with Atalanta in this spot. All right, next game, Napoli hosting Juve. Napoli wins set at 2.5. Juve wins set at 3.15. Line for total goal set at 2.5. I'm looking at the under 2.5 here. I know Napoli scored 6 goals against Sassuolo, but don't take too much out of that game. Napoli basically loses to every top team in Serie A, so I can see them losing this game. They are playing at home, so might be tricky, but I'm looking at the under 2.5 here. But like I said, Sassuolo is god awful, so don't think Napoli have turned things around. Just don't go too heavy on Napoli. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, also not too heavy on Juventus because they just won
Yeah, they're
2 out
also
of the last
yeah.
6.
Also not in great
Yeah,
form. Also not in great form.
almost got away with it against Frosinone. I think what is it, the extra
Yeah.
time. Yeah, so against Napoli won't be easier, and they're playing away. So yeah, no, yeah, maybe Juventus, but I won't go too heavy like you said.
All right. Next game, Inter hosting Genoa. Inter wins set at 1.29. Sorry. Genoa wins set at 12. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, obviously, I'm not betting this game. If you wanted to go heavy on Inter, maybe go heavy, but value is very low, so I'm skipping this game. Are you doing something, Sergio? Inter
Me,
should smash Genoa, right?
yeah, and maybe the over 2.5 to 1.78. Maybe that, but other than that, no. It's also a stay away for me.
All right. That wraps up Serie A. Let's get to the Bundesliga. First game on the schedule, Freiburg hosting Bayern Munich. Freiburg wins set at 6.5. Bayern Munich wins set at 1.47. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, Bayern Munich may be as vulnerable in the Bundesliga as Barcelona is in La Liga. So can you see a Freiburg win here?
It's I think it's a Friday game, right?
It
Yes.
is a Friday game.
Yes,
You're
tomorrow, Friday game. So usually the strange things happen on Friday and Mondays. So yeah, I'm mm, maybe not a win, but maybe a draw for Freiburg. You know that they're playing at home. They'll be extra motivated because they know Bayern is still vulnerable. The confidence is not really there yet for Bayern. So yeah,
yes.
maybe a double chance for Freiburg.
And the Bayern players seem to have lost faith in their coach, and their title hopes are pretty much gone, I would say.
Right then, yeah.
They have lost trust in the coach. So I'm not backing Bayern obviously in this spot.
Okay, then it's a double chance for Freiburg, definitely.
All right. Next game, Darmstadt hosting Augsburg. Darmstadt wins set at 2.8. Augsburg wins set at 2.55. Line for total goal set at 2.5. This is a game I'm skipping. Augsburg, impressive come from behind win against Freiburg. Darmstadt still looking for a win since October, but Augsburg is not great on the road, so Darmstadt may pick up a point here. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, no, this one is definitely stay away from me. Too close to call. So,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
I agree with you there. Next game, Heidenheim hosting Frankfurt. Heidenheim wins set at 2.8. Frankfurt wins set at 2.65. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. This one's also very close, but I would still lean slightly towards Heidenheim. Heidenheim one win in the last 5 games, but one loss in the last 10, and that came against Leverkusen. So no shame in that. Frankfurt winless in 6 overall and one win in the last 10 on the road. So slightly towards Heidenheim, but also a very close call. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, definitely very disappointing, Frankfurt. The last 6 games, I really had them, you know, had them ranked a little bit the higher even Frankfurt. Yeah, but no, I think they're gonna lose this one also against Heidenheim. Um, I'm yeah, lean towards Heidenheim also. Frankfurt a little bit too disappointing. I think they'll drop even further down on the rankings.
Yeah, so we agreed there. All right, next game, Union Berlin hosting Dortmund. Union wins set at 3.65. Dortmund wins set at 2.06. Line for total goal set at 2.5. And I know what you're gonna do here, Sergio. So I'm gonna jump the gun. Dortmund, one of my best bets for the weekend. Dortmund suffered their first loss since the beginning of December. Union winning but not playing very well. They rarely dominate possession. They rarely create good chances. So very good value taking Dortmund over two. So I'm taking Dortmund in this game. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, yes, of course, Dortmund. You can't let this one slide. I'm definitely going for a Dortmund win. Yes.
All right.
And yeah, the last 3 games not so good. 2 draws and a loss. So yeah, it has to turn around somewhere. And against number 14 seems like the best option.
All right. Next game, Bochum hosting Leipzig. Bochum wins set at 4.8. Leipzig wins set at 1.7. Line for total goal set at 3.5. Now, I don't really have a bet in this game. Bochum has not lost at home in 8. The pressure is mounting up for Marco Rose. So, are you doing something here, Sergio?
No, no, I'm yeah, against Leipzig. Odds not that interesting, and yeah, Bochum. They can maybe surprise Leipzig, but no, I'm staying away from this one.
All right, me too. Next game, Mainz hosting Gladbach. Mainz wins set at 2.02. Gladbach wins set at 3.8. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, I don't know why there's so much value backing Gladbach in this spot. I guess because they're just not good on the road, but Mainz is not great. Gladbach is winless in 8 on the road, but Mainz has just scored 18 goals this season. So Can we see goals in this game? Are we seeing a winner? What are you doing, Sergio?
Goals, yes. I think over 2.5 seems like a yeah, fair odd at 1.80. Yeah, I would try that. But one of these teams for a win, that's gonna be a difficult one. That's another story. I would I'd rather go for the over 2.5.
Yeah, like I said, Mainz and they've only scored 18 goals so far, but Gladbach has allowed 45 goals on the season, one of the worst defenses. So Mainz could get on the score sheet here, but Mainz's defense not much better, 37 goals allowed. So the over 2.5, that should be the play here in this game. All right, next game, Wolfsburg hosting Stuttgart. Wolfsburg wins set at 3.25. Stuttgart wins set at 2.2. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, I have a best bet here. Stuttgart over 1.5 goals. Now, 6 of the last 7 games for Wolfsburg have been a draw, but Stuttgart, they pretty much score twice in every game. So I'm taking Stuttgart over 1.5 goals here. I'm not sure they win, but they will score twice, I believe. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Yeah, if they score twice, for me, it's more like a win against Wolfsburg. So I'm going for a Stuttgart win, and actually, even one of my best bets this weekend. I believe Stuttgart will win this one.
All right.
Yeah.
I would also lean towards Stuttgart, but I like the over 1.5 goals a little bit better. All right, next game, Keulen hosting Leverkusen. Let's not waste time on this game. Leverkusen should win. Or is an upset here possible? Keulen, Sergio?
Mm. No. Offset would be against. I thought it would come against Bayern. Didn't happen. So Hoffenheim, no.
Yeah, but
One win out of 6 for Hoffenheim. So
Keulen, they're playing as Keulen.
yeah, you're right. Keulen, yes, Keulen. Yeah, right. No.
That's
Yeah,
even worse. That's even worse. So
yes, yes, even worse. No, but still, Keulen also one out of 6, one win. So yeah,
so
so
so is Leverkusen going undefeated this season?
yes, yeah, I think they're close to, and even yeah, they are the only ones together with PSV, I think, that haven't lost a game in the league. So we'll come to the Eredivisie later, but
Yes.
Leverkusen definitely, I think, undefeated. Yeah, it's possible, and it's getting even closer every week. So what is it? 13 games left,
Yeah, something
or
like that.
12. So yeah, yes, it's possible, definitely.
All right. Even 11 games left in the Bundesliga. So
11. Yeah, so yeah, that is definitely possible.
all right. Next game, Hoffenheim hosting Werder Bremen. Hoffenheim wins set at 1.88. Bremen wins set at 4. Line for total goal set at 2.5. I also have a best bet here. Hoffenheim for a win. Bremen, 3 straight road wins, and it will end here. I got Hoffenheim for a win. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, I agree with you. Hoffenheim, one of the better teams here. I think they're even on points, but still, I think Hoffenheim has a little bit better players. So yeah, I'm going for a Hoffenheim win.
Yes, also they're playing at home, so
Yeah.
you have to take Hoffenheim here. All right, that wraps up Bundesliga. Let's get to the Eredivisie quick. We're trying to keep this show as close to an hour as possible, knowing your time is valuable. So first game, Eredivisie, Volendam hosting NEC. Volendam wins set at 4.5. NEC, sorry, wins set at 1.74. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, Volendam awful, smashed by Heerenveen. We thought they might pick up a draw, but it just proves how awful they are. NEC played an overtime cup game in midweek, so that worries me a little bit. But other than that, I can't trust Volendam, obviously. What are you doing, Sergio?
No. You have to go for NEC, and NEC, they won against Cambuur, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, they won against Cambuur. NEC, of course, they have definitely have the better players and very good goalkeeper also. No, Volendam doesn't doesn't stand a chance. I think
Yeah,
it's a NEC win.
what worries me is that they played overtime against Cambuur and that now short week on the road, you go on the road again against Volendam, so a bad spot, but listen, I have
Yes, and also it's a Friday, so
yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah,
but
it's possible.
but we both have zero faith in Volendam, so
Yeah, so, yeah.
if we're doing something, it's NEC, that's the
Yeah,
play.
yes, definitely NEC. So yeah,
All right.
I'm also going for NEC.
Next game, go ahead. Eagles hosting RKC. Eagles win set at 1.7. RKC wins set at 5. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now go ahead. First loss in 5 to Twente last time out, while RKC lost to Fortuna. Sergio, you predicted a RKC win because they can't keep losing. They did lose again. So what are you doing here?
Yeah, but no, go ahead. The odds are not that interesting. They're playing at home, and RKC not that great home, not that great in away, and go at Eagles at home is very very difficult team to beat, and especially for RKC. So I'm afraid they are gonna lose this one.
All right. All right. The last week you said they can't keep losing, so.
Yeah, it is. No, but yeah, but it was against
All right.
who were they playing against?
That was Fortuna. They were playing against Fortuna.
Fortuna, yeah, right, Fortuna. But that was a chance for them. But yeah, that chance is past now. So maybe the next home game.
All right. Next game, Vitesse hosting Twente. Vitesse wins set at 5.8. Twente wins set at 1.61. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, this was one that you did pick right. Vitesse winning against Excelsior last week. And I think the value was like 3.6. So great value, great pick. So what are you doing here?
Yeah, but Vitesse they actually got their lifeline last weekend, so because they knew that they had to win that one because this one is calculated as a loss. But after that, they're playing against three opponents that are that they are competing against for relegation. So I would uh, I would still go for Twente for a win this weekend, but after that, Vitesse should get maybe 2 or 3 more wins. But this one is a loss, definitely. And Vitesse win, not interesting odds for me, so uh, also a stay away.
All right. Next game, Sparta hosting AZ. Sparta wins set at 4.4. AZ wins set at 1.84. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, AZ, they beat Ajax last time out, but they didn't play very well. Like, if they played against any other team, it's probably a loss. You could see Ajax just being tired from the European game. So, against Bodo, they played. So, I'm not confident in Asset, but I also don't have too much faith in Sparta. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Sparta only because they're playing at home, and I believe AZ only won from Ajax because they already knew their game plan, just like just like their captain said. So, and Ajax, of course, they were playing a system that they are not used to playing, and I think AZ, profited of that. So. I would go for Sparta win. Maybe a draw, but I'm still leaning towards Sparta. 1 win out of 6. That's not Sparta like, and at home against AZ.
Well, then you can take
Big
you
win
can
last weekend. So
and you can take a double chance Sparta. You still have a value of over 2 to 1, so it's set at 2.04. So double chance.
yeah, maybe double chance. Yes, that seems better.
All right. Now let's get to the next game. Ajax hosting Utrecht. Ajax wins set at 1.86. Utrecht wins set at 4.1. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, I remember the first meeting this season, Utrecht hosting Ajax, and I told you you were crazy for taking Utrecht. Obviously, I ended up looking like a fool because Utrecht won that game. But now, but now Ajax is playing at home, and I still think Utrecht was very lucky winning the first meeting. So going on the road against Ajax, I can't see them winning this game. Are you going for another Utrecht win here?
Utrecht unbeaten in 14 or 15 games. This team has a lot of confidence, and especially after the win against Twente also, and they also won away from Twente, and I think Twente is still a little bit better than Ajax. So I don't know. I'm not seeing Ajax winning this game. I would go for a double chance Utrecht, or maybe a win for Utrecht.
No,
Okay, maybe not a win, but a double chance. I don't see Ajax winning actually. Ajax, no.
Now listen, I
Too
went
much
against I went against you the last time, and when Utrecht played at home against Ajax, and obviously they won, like I said earlier, but I can't see Utrecht winning this game. Ajax just has to win this game. Like I said, in the first meeting, Ajax was like in the worst form possible. Now they're still not in great form, but much better form. But on the other hand, Utrecht also in better form. Still, Ajax at home, they just have to win this game. I'm going for the Ajax win. Sorry.
Yes, of course, but I think we won't agree on this one. I'm leaning towards Utrecht.
All right, I guess we'll see you next weekend.
Yeah.
All right. Next game, PSV hosting Feyenoord. PSV wins set at 2.02. Feyenoord wins set at 3.75. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, obviously, game of the week, Eredivisie. PSV best team. Have they already wrapped up the title, or will they wrap it up here with a win?
Even if they lose this one, the title is wrapped up. So, but remember, PSV they haven't lost yet. So I think this is their last chance for a loss, if I can say it that way. so, no, still they're playing at home. Feyenoord, I think they're Feyenoord is having a little bit trouble the last 2-3 games. Not really playing that well, especially not against the smaller teams. So I would still go for a PSV win here. And
Yeah, and Feyenoord barely beat Groningen today in the cup game. So
yeah, and Almeria was also a problem, and also because they played on Thursday. So
Almere City, you mean? Yes.
today, no, Feyenoord. They played today, right? They played
Yeah,
again.
yeah, they barely beat Groningen, but you said against Almeria, but you mean Almere City when they
Yeah,
played last
yes,
week? Yes.
yes, Almeria City, yes. So, yeah, no, I would go for a PSV win only because Feyenoord also played during the week. So, yeah.
All right. Next game, Fortuna hosting Excelsior. Fortuna wins set at 1.93. Excelsior wins set at 4. Line for total goals 2.5. I'm not doing anything in this game. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Fortuna?
Possibly for a
Yeah,
win.
yeah. Fortuna for a win. Excelsior, they're in trouble. So, but Fortuna playing at home mm, against Excelsior, I think this is a Fortuna win. I'm leaning towards Fortuna to win this one.
All right. Next game, Heracles hosting Almere City. Heracles wins set at 2.48. Almere City wins set at 2.95. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Again, also a game I'm not doing anything. Heracles has not scored in 2 straight games. 1 win in the last 5, 4 losses. Almere City, they haven't scored in 3 out of the last 5 games. So maybe I would take the under 2.5 here, but I don't really have a play here. Are you doing something, Sergio?
I'm going for Heracles.
You're going for Heracles win.
Yes, yes. I'm still going for Heracles. Almere City just lost against Feyenoord. But still, Heracles is playing at home, and they know this is one of their chances to to keep breathing a little bit. So I'm going for Heracles to win this one. Yeah.
I can see why you're doing that. For me, it's a stay away. All right. that wraps up Eredivisie. Let's get to the Premier League quick. First game, Tottenham hosting Crystal Palace. Tottenham wins set at 1.47. Palace wins set at 7.5. Line for total goal set at 3.5. I'm not doing anything here. I think Tottenham will win. They should win, but low value. Are you doing something, Sergio?
No, also not. For me, stay away. Like you said, too low value and not worth the risk, actually.
All right, next game, Nottingham Forest hosting Liverpool. Forest wins set at 5.75. Liverpool wins set at 1.58. Line for total goal set at 3.5. Again, a game I'm skipping. I think Liverpool will win this game, but they do have a lot of injuries, so that worries me a little bit. But it's not bad value backing Liverpool in this spot, but I would still stay away from this game. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Maybe over 3.5. Maybe, but still, it's that's a little bit too risky, I think, against Nottingham Forest. So,
Alexander Arnold ruled out. Alisson, of course, out. Shota out. Gravenberg out. Matip out. Endo out. Nunes questionable. Salah questionable. Soboslai also questionable. So maybe you want to take a chance on Forest, but if some of those guys are ruled in, I could still see Liverpool winning this game, but I'm probably staying away.
Yeah, but they still won against Chelsea, so.
Yeah, but it's not that difficult. All right, let's get to the next game. Newcastle hosting Wolves. Newcastle winning set at 1.88. Wolves win set at 4.1. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, listen, Newcastle's good at home, but I still think this line is a little bit inflated. So I wouldn't play Newcastle for a win. I would rather play the over 1.5 goals for Newcastle. Actually, one of my favorite bets for this weekend. Newcastle over 1.5 goals. 4 of the last 5, they have scored at least twice at home, and they average over 2 goals. So I'm taking Newcastle over 1.5 goals. Could be a draw here. Newcastle could win, but not too confident. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah. This one is actually stay away for me, but listening to you, I could agree with you on this one. Yeah, over 1.5. Yeah, for Newcastle seems.
Yeah, I locked it in at over 1.7. Now it came down to 1.67, and not great value, but good value. So I would still play it. All right, next game, Brentford hosting your favorite team, Sergio, Chelsea. Brentford wins set at 3.25. Chelsea wins set at 2.2. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, I think you still have PTSD from backing Chelsea on the road against Wolves. Now they go on the road against Brentford, who's not in great form, but Brentford has troubled teams from London in recent games. So can they trouble Chelsea again here?
Chelsea. Yeah, they have to win away games. So against Brentford, I think it's the biggest chance for them.
But mind you, fun fact: Chelsea has not scored in 3 straight games against Brentford. They have not won in 4, and Brentford won 3 out of those 4. So do the math.
Yeah, so the win for Chelsea is getting closer.
It's getting closer. You could look at it that way.
But they can't keep losing. It's not possible against, and especially not against Brentford. Pochettino, I think he has a game plan for Brentford this time. I hope. So yeah, I'm still going for a Chelsea win. Yeah, I'm going for a Chelsea win.
Yeah, if you want to win a game on the road as Chelsea, Brentford, it might not get any easier than Brentford. Brentford has won 1 win in the last 6 games, so
so you have to go for Chelsea. Yeah.
All right. Next game, Fulham hosting Brighton. Fulham wins set at 2.6. Brighton wins set at 2.7. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, these teams also very close to each other. I wouldn't play either one of them, so actually a stay away game for me. Or are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, Brighton and Fulham, number 7 against number 12. Yeah, almost very close to each other. Yeah. No, it's also a stay away for me. It's yeah, little too risky.
All right, next game, Everton hosting West Ham. Everton won set at 2.08. West Ham win set at 3.7. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, listen, Everton obviously not in great form. West Ham finally picked up a win against Brentford, but like I mentioned earlier, Brentford is just awful. So I still don't know what to make of West Ham. Sorry, can't really trust either of these teams. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Just looking at the table, you would go for West Ham again. But like you said, the win against Brentford doesn't mean too much. So 1 out of 6 for West Ham. And Everton, yeah, still West Ham, but it's only a lean. Yeah, but I won't play this one.
Yeah,
I won't play it.
I would lean towards Everton, but I don't have too many reasons. Only reason is they haven't won a game in a while, and you see these lower teams. They go home, they host a team that's very vulnerable. West Ham is vulnerable at the moment. They get some confidence and pick up a win. I don't have too many reasons to back Everton, so I could understand why you're leaning towards West Ham. All right. Next game, Luton Town hosting Aston Villa. Luton Town wins set at 4.5. Aston Villa wins set at 1.75. Line for total goal set at 3.5. Now, this line also came down Aston Villa, and I could understand why. I already pounded it. It opened at over 1.8. Aston Villa, one of my favorite bets for this weekend. Luton is not great. 4 straight losses. Aston Villa, 2 straight wins, so they're coming into form again. They scored 6 goals over the last 2 games, so they should continue that streak here. I got Aston Villa for a win. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yes, and maybe even the over 3.5. I'm not going for the win. I'm going for the over 3.5. That seems a little bit more interesting. And I see Aston Villa scoring at least 3 goals against Luton. And I'm giving Luton a go. Maybe Aston wins both teams to score, or over 3.5 for me then.
All right, that's not a bad play. Some good value there. All right, next game, Burnley hosting Bournemouth. Burnley wins set at 4.1. Bournemouth wins set at 1.93. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Again, one of my favorite bet. Bournemouth wins. I won't explain this one too much. I'll just keep it simple. Anytime you can bet against Burnley, just do it. Obviously, sometimes you lose, but you'll win way more than you will lose. If you can bet against Burnley, especially odds like this, 1.93 against a very good Bournemouth team, give me Bournemouth for a win. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, yes. I agree with you. I'm also going for the Bournemouth win in this one. Yeah, you can't let this one slide. Burnley is for me, they are the worst team in the league. So yeah, yeah, Bournemouth win.
All right, next game, Manchester City hosting Manchester United. City wins set at 1.3. United wins set at 10.5. Line for the total goal set at 3.5. So low value backing City, but obviously I can't see United going on the road and beating City, so I wouldn't be betting this game. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, but the odd over 10 for United.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because let you know, I mean, it's still Manchester United, right? You would think, well, like, yeah, what's that? You expect that for maybe City playing against Bournemouth or
Yeah.
Luton Town or something like that. But um, I'm actually feeling a little bit more for the over 3.5. Yeah. I think this is gonna be a high scoring game.
I could see goals in this game, but then a goal would have to come early. I think first 30 minutes. But because I think United's game plan will be just defend, 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 and try to attack City on the counter. And if it goes past the first half without a goal, I could see the under 3.5, obviously. So an early game should open up an early goal should open up the game here. So
Yeah,
I get
but defending usually works for United, but against City, I think it's gonna be your problem. So I'm still going for the high scoring game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Over
very,
3.5.
yeah, it's very likely. So if you look at the last couple of games, most of them have seen at least over 2.5, and a couple of them also over 3.5. So obviously the 6-3 win for City, the most notable one. So
Yeah.
all right. Next game, let's wrap it up quick. Sheffield hosting Arsenal. Sheffield wins set at 18. Sergio, I know you like high odds, so are you taking Sheffield here?
Yes. Yes, nice trying to trick me. No, I like high odds, yes, but over 3.5 is also a high odds in this case.
But you can't pass up the 18. It's 18 for a Sheffield win. Come on, man.
Yes, no. Thanks. I'm going for the Arsenal win, but I think over 3.5. And I'm even not seeing Sheffield scoring, maybe so.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
Obviously, Arsenal should win this game.
Yeah.
All right. That wraps up Premier League. That wraps up all picks and leads and best bets for the upcoming weekend. Quick recap. I got Dortmund for a win, Hoffenheim for a win, Stuttgart over 1.5 goals, Villarreal win, Girona win, Aston Villa win, Newcastle over 1.5 goals, and Bournemouth for a win. So I got 8 best bets going out on a limb here. What do you have, Sergio?
Yes, I have Girona for a win, Roma, Empoli, Stuttgart, Sparta, PSV, and of course Fortuna for a win also. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. And like we always say, bet smart, bet with your head, set your limits, and stay within your means. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yes, have a good weekend.